Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm so happy to reveal my dream leopard gecko enclosure. Prior to upgrading these, this is what I wanted to have a lot of my geckos in, but I didn't have the space to be able to upgrade all of them and then upgrade some of them to like these type of enclosures because I have special needs geckos. So like they can't all go in my dream enclosure. But that's what my dream was, right? Was this enclosure I'm about to reveal to you. I'm so excited that Custom Reptile Habitats reached out to me because this is exactly what I would have wanted anyway. And so they were able to achieve my dream for me a bit early, which I'm so grateful for. So Custom Reptile Habitats reached out to me about the 3D background, which is like the coolest thing ever. I love their 3D background. It's what I was originally drawn to when I was looking at their enclosures. But it's a gorgeous 3D background that wraps around the entire enclosure and it just makes one like huge biome. Like it is the coolest thing ever. It's a really real looking faux rock background. Like it is just so lovely. They reached out to me and said, do you want one of these backgrounds for free? And I was like, I don't have any enclosures that'll fit it right now, and I don't want to like cut it down. Like I want to use it in its full glory. And they were like, well, we have an enclosure, do you want that too? And I was like, you want to send me an enclosure? And I'm like thinking about how little subscribers I have in like my tiny little corner of the pet community, and I was like, oh my god, I felt like a real YouTuber at that point, and I was like in tears. I was so happy. So they sent me this enclosure and the background, and they also sent me some goodies like to go inside. Like they sent me some succulents, they sent me a water dish, and I was just like over the moon thrilled. And I was like, absolutely, this is what I want for my gecko Meraxes, who is my biggest leopard gecko and also my most arboreal because she's a Eublepharis angermanu. So I immediately knew that she was going in it. So before we get really into this, I was sent this enclosure for free for my honest review. However, like there is some bias to it because I already liked it before they sent it to me. Like that was what I had wanted to buy for my geckos. So having it has only really cemented the fact of I think this is like one of the nicest enclosures, and their background is chef's kiss. Like it is just lovely. So I was sent this for free, and I do have an affiliate link with the company. So if you would like to get one of these backgrounds or one of these enclosures or anything like the succulents, the water dish, or the hides, they're all found at Custom Reptile Habitats, and I will include links to all of them down below. But I just wanted to state that I do have an affiliate link with them, and I was sent this enclosure free for my honest review, which honestly, I love it. Let's get into it. So this is the Select 3 PVC enclosure from Custom Reptile Habitats. It has these glass doors here, which I'm about to take off for a closer look, but I love the fact that the glass doors are not acrylic because acrylic scratches so easily, and these doors they look so nice. They're also a nice thick tempered glass, so I trust that they're not like going to break easily. Anyways, this is what the enclosure looks like on the inside without the doors. The Select 3 PVC enclosure is 36 inches long by 21 inches deep by 21 inches high. The scratch-proof polyura background is 34 inches long by 23 inches wide and 16 inches high. A lot of the decor that can be found in this enclosure is also from Custom Reptile Habitats. That would include the 3 succulents on the ground level, as well as the 2 hides, one of which Meraxes is actually sleeping in during the daytime. But both of these hides are ledges that I bought from Custom Reptile Habitats and then cut holes in them to make them hides and just turn them on the bottom. So yeah, I just really love the way it looks because it blends into the background really well, and it just looks like one complete biome. This enclosure is also decorated with Manzanita driftwood and Josh's Frogs bio-aired substrate. It also has 2 large plants from Petco in the back, and there's also small rocks in the front that I actually ordered a long time ago from Universal Rock Backgrounds. One of the most exciting parts about this design is that it allows me to use UVB with my leopard gecko Meraxes, which I really want to move a lot of my leopard geckos to having UVB. This top, which is made out of aluminum and has a unique honeycomb design, allows 77% of UVB through. Now, if you're unfamiliar, a lot of tops, like screen tops or mesh tops, will not allow a lot of UVB to filter through. So the fact that you're able to get 77% through this top is amazing. I also want to add that the top is very durable. Like when I first took it out of the box and I pressed on the top, it is secure and it is sturdy. Another pretty unique and awesome feature that this enclosure has is that it comes with a built-in screen at the top of the enclosure connected to a probe that you can place anywhere in the enclosure, and it will read the humidity and the temperature of the spot you are trying to read with the probe. I also included this picture of the probe for a closer look and also so you can see where it is connected in the top of the enclosure. Now, if you're worried about humidity because of the large screen top, you don't have to be, because the enclosure also comes with this really neat cutout. And you might be wondering what those circles and rectangles are in the top. Those are actually so you can pop out that section of the cover and put your dome light or your UVB or your LED, whatever you use, right in that spot. So you can still provide an increased humid environment in the enclosure while also providing the UVB, the heat, what have you. The sliding glass doors also come with these adhesive handles. I just never put mine on for whatever reason, but I figured I'd show them here so you guys do know that they come with them. The enclosure also comes with a showcase lock, which I didn't feel the need to use, but if you would like to securely lock your doors, this is available to you as well. Custom Reptile Habitats also sent me a succulent and a water dish that I used in my Peter's Banded Skink Shukaku's enclosure, and then I also have a background and side pieces and a cave that I bought from them as well, so I'll leave links for that down below. They also sent me these corner succulents that are in my Euromastix enclosure. Her name is Wren. I really love them. And then I also have this really massive plant that I put in the corner of my Bearded Dragon Franklin's enclosure. It fills the space so well, and I'm so happy Custom Reptile Habitat sent it to me. I loved it so much that I actually bought one for my Bearded Dragon Nova. As you can see, it's a different one, but it's like the similar size, and it's in her corner of her enclosure as well. So I thought I would address how Meraxes has been interacting in her enclosure, like how she's been doing. She's been in there for a few months, so I actually got this enclosure back before I got COVID, and then of course COVID wiped me out, and so I took a whole month off of YouTube. And then Meraxes really wasn't eating in her new enclosure, and this is not something I was surprised by because she did the same thing to me every time I moved her. So she ate in her quarantine enclosure, but it took her time to do so. And then when I moved her into her 24 by 18 by 18, she decided she only wanted to eat a little bit of the time, and it took her forever to do so. So I anticipated that in this new design she was going to take some time off. Plus it was winter and then spring, and for leopard geckos that means brumation and ovulation, so she probably just wasn't feeling it. However, as you can see in these clips, she's eating like an absolute machine, and also I love her tail waving at me. That's iconic. But she absolutely loves the enclosure, as much as I can tell anyway. She obviously can't tell me she does. But she seems very comfortable in it, and she's very, very active in it. She engages with the background so much. Every single night when I come in the pet room, she's either at the front of the doors wanting to come out, which is really nice because I can just slide the door open and she crawls right out. So she's either there or she's climbing on her background. As you can see, every single time there's a feeding clip, it's her sitting up on her background. She absolutely loves this thing, and that is exactly why I wanted to upgrade a bunch of my leopard geckos to this type of enclosure, because I really think it is well suited for them. I feel like this enclosure allows her to show off all of her natural behaviors comfortably, and just offers her such a good space to, exist as a leopard gecko. So I'm just overly thrilled with it, honestly. I couldn't ask for a better response from her in this enclosure. I want to give a special thanks to Custom Reptile Habitats for sending me this incredible enclosure, and also giving me absolute joy, because I know that this is exactly what I'm going to go with when it comes time to upgrade my leopard geckos in a few months. I'm really excited. It kind of reinvigorated my love for leopard geckos, because I get to do so much more, the heat from above, the UVB, this really complex background that allows a lot of enrichment. It just really reinvigorated my leopard gecko keeping, and it's going to take it to the next level. So I'm just really grateful for the opportunity to try out this enclosure, because I'm in love with it. I'm absolutely in love with it. I also thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found this informational and insightful. If you did, let me know by leaving a comment down below or a like. Also, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. And with all that said, I will see you guys in the next one.